Hi, I'm Lindsay Summerlin, and this is my reflection video. First of all, for the reflection, my attitude, logic, and behaviors as for influencing my projects, I think that I had a pretty good attitude about everything. I was going through a lot during the first couple of weeks of this class. My apartment flooded and I had to get all of my stuff out and move within a few days, so it was a little bit hectic at first, but I still kept my head up and I was positive about everything and excited to learn more in this class. So I just kept my head up for that and made sure that I made my classes a priority. So I think that if I didn't have that good attitude about everything, then I may have come behind and been late on a few things or just kind of given up because of everything that life was throwing at me at that moment. As for my projects themselves, I think that most of them turned out pretty well. I took my time on them and I really wanted to do something that meant something to me and make things as realistic as possible to where it would be something that I would create for someone that was paying me for it. And I'm sorry about my cats in the background, I can't control them. Inquiring, as I started working on my projects, I realized that I wanted to know more about. I was really interested in the color theory and everything that has to do with color. I had the creative presentation class before, and my teacher, she had mentioned that in this class that we would go over color theory and everything like that. So that really excited me to start this one. And it's really interesting, all of the science that goes behind everything. So I just really dug into that and tried to get as much knowledge as possible regarding color. I also wanted to learn more about Photoshop and how to use it. I've been typically using Canva for the most part, but I wanted to kind of break the mold on that and try my hand at Photoshop and learn a little bit more about that. So the resources that you gave us with all of the free images and such, those were really helpful. Those were really helpful. But I also used the tutorials on Adobe Photoshop. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I also used the tutorials as well. They were really helpful and it kind of sent me on my way to create things that looked more realistic, like the duck project. If I hadn't done the tutorials, then it probably would have been all kinds of fake looking. So I'm glad for that. Suggestions, if I had more time, I would have maybe explored Photoshop a little bit more and tried to do some more tutorials and focused more on the creative aspects of things. I probably would have taken some more time on my mood board and the poster, but I do think they turned out pretty well. I do appreciate the feedback on the photos that were used in the color palettes, and I'll keep that in mind and I'll look more into that as well to see what else I can do that could be better. Let's see. I think that my understanding of the aesthetic principles, they support my professional objectives because I really want to be a social media content manager, I guess. And I either want to create my own business or work for someone else that puts me in that position. So I think that with learning about all of these principles, that will definitely help me build my career and help me build my portfolio. So that way I can use graphic design more effectively. So that's about it. I apologize for my cats coming everywhere, but I appreciate you being such a great teacher. This was a wonderful class and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yes, thank you. Bye.